Hello and welcome to the 2016 Walsh GLIAC Volleyball Preview. I'm Logan Smith, the Sports Information Director, sitting with Head Coach Kassie Kadera, and you're getting ready for your second season. How do you feel about it?
Actually pretty confident now that we have some added depth in our offensive arsenal. I think that we're going to be a lot better as far as like a well-rounded team goes. Last year we were really good defensively. I think we lacked in some offensive areas, but I think we're headed off to a pretty good start, and we haven't even had a practice yet.
Well, you had a pretty good improvement in your first season, and you have a lot of players returning. Talk about some of the top athletes on the team this year.
Defensively, we have our libero, Caitlin Bronikowski. She was top of the GLIAC for a majority of the season last year as far as digs per set went. She did a phenomenal job back there, and I think she's going to grow a lot in the leadership department. You know, being a senior, she's got an extra year of confidence and experience under her belt. Haley Howell, senior setter. You know, I came in and she was a little freshman and was still learning the ropes, and seeing her grow from her freshman year to now, I think she has a very much improved as far as her understanding of the game goes, and I think athletically she's going to provide a lot for us this season. We also have, you know, my juniors, Gina Kramer, coming off an injury from the spring, but I think she's about ready to be off the bench and playing and making a difference on the outside this year. And then we have, you know, Liza Flugred on the right side, also battled an injury in the spring, but she's coming back, you know, guns blazing for her last senior season. So
Now, talk about the offensive side a little bit. You went through the defense. Obviously, we got some returners on offense as well.
Yeah, so as far as setting goes, running our offense to help Haley, it's going to be a battle between Erica Sheets and Olivia Zanoli. Olivia and Erica both saw time last year. They did really well in the setting position. And in the middle, Emily Arnold was coming off of an injury, but I think she is ready to go and tired of being on the bench as well. So she's going to come back guns blazing just like Liza. Offensively, though, I think Paola Ferrario, our Italian, you'll see her on the outside, you'll see her on the right side, depending on who we're playing, but she is definitely a force to be reckoned with. She is a very intelligent player, probably our most intelligent player on the roster, and offensively, she's just very hard to stop. So,
let's go back to the setters for a second. You were a setter in college at the University of Toledo and pretty successful one at that. In the past, we've had some injury issues with setters, not before your time, but last year, as you mentioned, we had two setters. How important is to have two setters coming back with experience?
Very important, actually. You know, we don't have to spend as much time going through our offensive sets and what we need as far as, you know, faster offense, slower offense, tempo, you know, volleyball IQ, all of those things factor into what makes a good setter. You know, decision-making, athleticism, defense, you know, if they're playing front row, blocking, running a 5-1, running a 6-2. So we'll have three setters, actually. Having three setters who are coming back experienced and with a year or 3 years like Haley under their belt, we don't have to take time to go through all that with them. They can help educate our incoming attackers, and the attackers can learn from them, and they can kind of lead them as opposed to, you know, coming in and everybody having to learn one thing at a time.
Now, we went through the veterans, obviously. Let's talk about some of the newcomers. You had a strong recruiting class this year. You're pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and share some of those details.
We have a handful, actually. 5 coming in.
Oh.
One is going to be, you'll see in the back row, Shannon Held. She comes from a very good program at Premier Volleyball Club. Very disciplined player. She has a real knack for the game, and she's very competitive. So I think that'll help us in the back row tremendously. Offensively, we're bringing in 2 pin hitters in Olivia Hartman and Lauren Locks. Both very powerful, both big presence, you know, in the front row. As far as middles go, Kennedy Hawkins, great movement laterally, side to side, has the ability to close blocks, you know, like crazy. And then you'll see Justine Kaufman, both in the middle and on the right side. She has improved tremendously from her junior to senior year of high school, and I can't wait to see what she does her freshman year. It's going to be incredible.
Sounds like it's going to be a pretty exciting preseason with people battling for all those different positions.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's go to the start of the season. Got a home tournament coming up, or the start off the year. Talk about that. It's the first one we've had in a while. Talk about that.
Yeah, we're really excited to bring some competition to Walsh and kind of expose, not only other teams but fans to our facilities and things like that. But I think the girls are really excited to open up the season with a tournament that's as large as our home tournament is at home. It hasn't happened since the seniors, before the seniors' time, really.
Mm-hmm.
So we're really excited. The competition's going to be really good. And I haven't obviously talked to the team yet because we haven't started, but I think their bar is set pretty high for that home tournament.
And how important is it to start the season at home? In past seasons, we've waited until late September,
Yeah.
even early October before we've played a home match.
I think it's very important, especially for this group. We've had a lot of confidence issues in the past, and I think part of it has to do with starting on the road and having to battle, traveling and then playing somewhere new, and then maybe it is the first time we're playing together as a team versus another opponent. So I think being at home, being used to your home floor, your comfort level is already there. You just have to shake off the nerves of it being like a first match or freshman nerves or something like that. But I think it's going to add a lot to the confidence aspect. I think they're going to be a lot more confident, and you'll see them, play at maybe a little bit different level than you have seen in the past as far as the beginning of the season goes. So I'm excited to see.
You think that'll be able to roll over to the rest of the season? Obviously, we play in the GLIAC, which is one of the strongest conferences in the nation by far.
Right.
Talking about the rest of the schedule a little bit.
I think it will. Obviously, traveling and playing on the road is always a struggle. That's always an added, obstacle that you have to overcome. But I think that playing at home and, hopefully getting some wins under our belt there will carry over to our second tournament at Trevecca Nazarene. I know they're very pumped to go down and play at, a future opponent school. And I think it will carry over into the GLIAC. They know how good the GLIAC is. We all do. And I think that we surprised ourselves last year a little bit in some sets and even some matches as far as who we were able to beat. Maybe not come out with a W, but take some sets away from teams that we in the past had no future or had no business taking sets from. So I think the confidence is already there. I think it will grow based on starting a season at home. I think it's going to make a little bit bigger of a difference than we think it will. But I'm excited to see where they go in the GLIAC this year. They're ready to make a difference, so especially in the last season. So I'm excited to see.
Sounds good. Well, looking forward to this season.
Thank you.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
And yeah, go
All right.
Cavs. I'm Logan Smith. This is Head Coach Kassie Kadera, and we'll be seeing you in 2016.
Go Cavs! Woo!